During the rivalry between the Corporation and DX, Shane McMahon focused in on X-Pac and the European Championship. And while X-Pac had the match won at WrestleMania 15, a betrayal changed the landscape of the WWE once again. Historical bonus objectives: get X-Pac's damage to moderate. And we have a hidden objective. What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and welcome to episode 30 of Let's Play WWE 13's Attitude Era Mode. This could possibly actually be the final episode also, but nonetheless, I'm actually really excited to do this match because, as I said before, when I first attempted to record this episode and I dropped massive frames, I love this rivalry between X-Pac and Shane McMahon. I was saying in the previous episode how I've really started to show interest in doing these like top 10 kind of lists, like top 10s, video game villains, I guess, or 20 characters I would like to see in Super Smash Bros. The new one. I don't know. First things that popped in my head. But and if I would ever have to do like a top 10 list of my favorite rivalries during the Attitude Era mode, X-Pac and Shane McMahon would be definitely high up in that list. I love the rivalry between these two. They were complete polar opposites. X-Pac was
Up next, Shane McMahon defends the European Championship against X-Pac.
Yeah, and you can rest assured Shane McMahon has a plan. X-Pac is in for a long night.
But anyway, before King and JR interrupted me there, they were like polar opposite. X-Pac was, alright, X-Pac was this, this street thug, born on the streets basically, and Shane McMahon, born with the silver spoon stuck straight up his ass. So two polar opposites. European title, probably not the biggest title in the world. If anything, it's now inactive, but I don't know. It was a huge title back then, I guess. And I remember this rivalry clearly. Like, I have a VHS of a pay-per-view, I believe it was called Insurrection, that was only shown in like Great Britain or something, and it was never shown in America, and it was released here on VHS, and I have it. And they have him and X-Pac have a match on there. Another fantastic bout. I don't think Shane McMahon or X-Pac get enough credit for how gifted they were in the ring, because they were both fantastic stars in the ring.
European champion. But King, I'll tell you, this isn't about the title for X-Pac. This is about X-Pac's way of life versus Shane McMahon's way of life. X-Pac is a product of the streets. Shane McMahon was born with a silver spoon buried in his mouth. This is personal for X-Pac.
What are you talking about, JR? Sure, Greenwich is an exclusive town. The fire department doesn't even make house calls, but that's not Shane's fault. He came from the mean streets of Greenwich. Him and his entire posse.
Basically, what King and JR just said there was exactly what I said about Shane McMahon being, the silver spoon kid, and X-Pac, being a product of the streets. And I laugh at what King said there. He grew up in the mean streets of Greenwich with his posse, referring to the Mean Street Posse. Another thing I love doing here, I love talking to the managers. In this case, our manager is Big Boss Man, one of the corporation members. Got a nice speech there from the Big Boss Man, former tag team champion, hardcore champion. Not sure if he held the Intercontinental Championship, but Big Boss Man, another star in the Attitude Era that could have probably been a huge main event star, but he never. I mean, he got his shot, but back then it was hard to become a main event star of talent such as Shawn Michaels, and then after Shawn Michaels left, talent such as The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane, The Rock, Mankind, Triple H eventually finding his way in there. So it was hard to become, solidify yourself as a main event star back then, considering they had some huge main event stars, and all those main event stars I just mentioned are still big to this day. Like The Rock, for instance, it's believed that he's going to be getting a WWE title match, even though he doesn't wrestle in WWE, at the Royal Rumble. Stone Cold. Many people clamor over the fact that they want to see Punk versus Austin. Triple H, may not wrestle much no more. My favorite wrestler personally, and every time he steps in a ring, whether it be with Brock Lesnar or CM Punk, two of his more recent matches, They were fantastic bouts. The Undertaker, another superstar that fans never get tired of, and his streak, you know, the WrestleMania streak has become one of the more seeked matches on the pay-per-view card. I mean, it competes with titles basically.
One-on-one. We thought we were going to see this last week in the street fight, but the Mean Street Posse showed up. Can Shane ever fight a battle by himself?
What are you talking about? Shane fought so many battles by himself on the mean streets of Greenwich.
There he goes again. Shane fought so many battles by himself in the mean streets of Greenwich. Greenwich, Kentucky. Greenwich, Connecticut, of course, where Shane McMahon was born.
Ow, what an elbow.
Is this our signature?
Ooh, this is dangerous
No.
right here.
Shane McMahon has a signature similar to Road Dogg Jesse James, as in he does the good old, not really doggy punches, but I guess we can call them the McMahon punches. Love to see a match between him and Road Dogg, but oh no, here comes Triple H, the leader of D-Generation X. Let's back off from him for a second. Wait, what's going on?
Triple H has him.
Triple H. Triple H with the pedigree.
Oh no! Triple H has turned his back.
Triple H with the pedigree on X-Pac.
Believe it.
I mean,
Triple H just screwed X-Pac. There's the clothesline.
I don't know what to say.
Shane McMahon Shane's got him. That's it. He's
Well,
out.
nonetheless, whether we like it or not, we just
My God,
witnessed history
three.
as
McMahon, Triple H has screwed X-Pac. Look at this. Triple H and Big Boss Man. This can't be good. Triple H laid out X-Pac. He's laid out his longtime friend. King, has Triple H done the unthinkable? Has he joined the corporation?
Oh, I think Triple H is proving a point here. I think Triple H is where he belongs, in the corporation.
well, nerds and geeks, that moment's very historical as we unlock Shane McMahon. A video is going to be coming up, so I want to discuss this before I go on to the next video. Very historical moment there, if I believe I'm talking about the right moment. This was around, I believe that is, China should have been there too, but of course she's not in the game. Triple H decided to turn his back on DX, claiming that DX will fight their own battles, and he ended up leaving D-Generation X to go to the corporation. And his first victim, of course, was X-Pac. A sad day for D-Generation X, but a good day for Triple H, because after he joined the corporation, his career skyrocketed after that. But you nerds and geeks, enjoy this video.
If you're ready for WrestleMania, give me a hell yeah!
The grandest stage's main event would be headlined by two of the biggest superstars in WWE history.
What an athlete. A 27-year-old prodigy.
It's good to be the king, but it's got to be great to be the Rock.
The #1 man in this business. And the reason is over his shoulder.
The reigning WWE champion would enter WrestleMania with an entire corporation in his corner.
He's the epitome of a champion. He's the kind of man you would want representing your organization, not some beer-swilling, finger-giving idiot like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The challenger, the Texas Rattlesnake, the proverbial thorn in the side of the corporation, would be the last man Mr. McMahon would want to top the WWE mountain.
This is a no disqualification match. It was made such by Mr. McMahon.
There is no chance in hell of you becoming the champion at WrestleMania. Not a chance in hell.
With the deck stacked in his favor, never before has the champion oozed more confidence.
You come to WrestleMania, you go one-on-one with the Great One, and The Rock will proceed to kick your monkey ass all over God's green earth!
But Stone Cold Steve Austin fought an uphill battle to earn his title shot, and was just one fight away from becoming the man once again.
The Rattlesnake will never quit as long as he's breathing.
When that bell rings and the match is over, you are looking at the next champion.
The stakes cannot be any higher. And the Rattlesnake is ready. This crowd is jacked. And
well, arguably the biggest rivalry in all of sports entertainment, and I'm talking out of every rivalry in the entire world. Not my personal favorite rivalry, and a rivalry that I think is overplayed a lot, but this rivalry spawned on to create 3 WrestleMania main events, this being the first, of course, the other one being at my personal favorite WrestleMania pay-per-view, WrestleMania 17, and I believe WrestleMania 20 was the one where it went Hollywood, and it was Stone Cold Steve Austin's final match, and I think I'm wrong. I think it was 19 actually, but whether it is or not is whatever. The main event of this match could arguably be tracked back over a year ago when Austin won the Royal Rumble in 1998. Ever since that point in time, Mr. McMahon had been on a quest to either reform or completely eradicate the Texas Rattlesnake. Mr. McMahon made it clear that he did not want a rebellious foul-mouthed redneck as a representative of his company. He had been successful in keeping that title away from Austin for the past 6 months, but sooner or later the Rattlesnake was bound to strike back and claim what was rightfully his. Match objectives: lure The Rock to the stage after he has moderate damage. Grapple The Rock while he's leaning on the announcer table. 2 hidden objectives and a historical bonus objective: succeed at the WWE Attitude Moment. Let us begin. As I said, though, this rivalry was huge. I mean, like I said, it spawned 2 different WrestleMania main events, one at WrestleMania 17 and another one at either WrestleMania 19 or WrestleMania 20. I'm not quite sure which one it was, but I know it was Stone Cold's last match. Yes, Stone Cold's last match. And out of 3 main events, Stone Cold won 2 of them. The one at this pay-per-view and the one at WrestleMania 17, and The Rock won the last match that eventually retired Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, very good there, and I believe that this started it all, and it's kind of funny to think that before this, this entire year basically was the build-up towards this. I mean, The Rock won the WWE Championship, and he went on to become basically the top heel in the company. He had enough charisma and enough fan support to become the top face, but they pulled a quick one on us. They threw us a curveball, and Rock became the WWE champion with the help of Vince McMahon and the corporation to eventually became the biggest heel ever. The company is honestly not the biggest heel ever, but one of the biggest heels the company has ever seen. Why do I keep saying the corporation? And out next we have Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rebel Redneck, Texas Rattlesnake, the man Vince McMahon loathes, and the man that Vince McMahon will stop at nothing to prevent from winning the WWE Championship, and Austin will stop at nothing to gain the WWE Championship. Vince McMahon and Stone Cold are not so different when you think about it. They both will do whatever it takes to get what they want. Some would say that McMahon would take more a devious route, but I don't think Stone Cold would care what route he took either. I mean, he's perfectly fine with, instead of asking them nicely, just beating the hell out of them until he gets what he wants. And that's what he did for most of his career. But right before us, Nerds and Geeks, we're seeing a historical match, and hopefully, you know what? This is the finale. I don't care how long this video goes. This is the finale of the WrestleMania 15. We're going to move on to the off-the-script storyline. And this is the finale of WrestleMania 15's Attitude Era mode. After this, we're going to continue on to the next match. Unless, of course, we're 40 minutes in. But I doubt we'll be 40 minutes in. We'll just probably be over 20 a little bit. So this might be around a 40-minute video, actually, counting the next match. Considering we do have a lot to do in this one, especially with a nice attitude moment, one of my favorite things, the things that take forever, but it is our one historical bonus objective, so we need to make sure we do that. My cat pisses me off when I record because she walks near my laptop, and I'm afraid she's going to stop my recording. Ugh, Psyduck. And let us get it done.
Is on the line. The Brahma Bull, the Rattlesnake, hooking it up here. This is a no disqualification match. It was made such by Mr. McMahon earlier tonight on Heat.
And look at this place. It's filled with The Rock's millions and millions of fans.
20,276 have jam-packed this arena. And there's no telling where this one's going to end up with the title on the line.
Well, we know one thing. Mankind won his boiler room brawl match against Big Show, but in the process, he was hurt so badly that he had to be sent to the hospital.
Which is why our senior official is out here to call this match.
That rattled Stone Cold.
Our senior official is Charles Robinson, everybody. What they were referring to was Earl Hebner, but of course, you know, not going to put Earl Hebner in a game since he is the current senior official at Total Nonstop Action.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
And Rock just continues to stomp on us. Lovely. So, let's see. Maybe I should just do the table first, since I'm assuming that's going to be a cutscene. So why not? Let's do the table first. Just got to get him outside the ring, which is never hard when you're Stone Cold. Just strong Irish whip. And now we just get to grapple him, drag him over to the table, and grapple him. And we get a nice cutscene.
And the Rock's taking a little water break here. Oh, total lack of respect shown by the champion.
The Rock can do any damn thing he wants to, JR.
And the Rock gets elevated and dropped. The Rock on the announce table.
Oh, my God.
The rattlesnake and, oh my God, they annihilate the announce table. An elbow to the Rock's heart by Austin.
Well, that looked like it was going to backfire on us for a little bit, but Stone Cold being the mighty challenger he is. Somehow, Rock got up before us, but Stone Cold being the mighty warrior is, fought back from the Rock and ended up putting him through the table.
It damn sure is a slobber knocker. Into the steel steps.
Now we just got to get his damage to moderate before we put him up at the stage. And we still have an Attitude Era moment, or an Attitude moment. I hate those. So, okay. So he does have light damage right now. Jeez, Stone Cold. Kick the ground, and somehow the Rock went down with it. Moderate damage shouldn't be hard, honestly. Oh, I meant to do a clothesline, but I guess I didn't run. Go to the top. Jumps down, and nice forearms right to the face. Rock, of course, gets a low blow in like a jerk. You're a jerk. Reverse it, please. Thank you. So what else? We need to get him to moderate, and we just got to... Only things we know of right now are moderate damage and the Attitude Moment. Attitude Moment could come out of anywhere, so... We just need to do the Attitude, the moderate thing first. Hidden objectives are no good. I don't like them. And I'm not hitting him with the stunner. I made that mistake last time. You know, I could have... Fuck, I hate those so much. I could have ended the match with Vince McMahon and the steel cage faster. And because I decided to do my Stone Cold stunner, instead of just, you know, saving it, ended up backfiring on me.
At this point.
Let's lure him up here, shall we?
And there are no countouts in this match.
Just luring the Rock up to the... Oh, he's chasing us. Come here, Rocky. I'm going to flip him off. Oh, no, he's here.
Look out here. Oh, my God. Austin's leg.
You know, maybe the
Oh, yeah, that did it.
maybe the table didn't backfire on us, but that sure to hell did. As Austin seemed to hurt his leg pretty bad. I remember I've actually watched this match, and I don't think anyone hasn't watched this match, really. If you call yourself a wrestling fan, you've seen Rock Austin all three WrestleManias. I know I have, at least. But I looked at that and I was like, damn, that really hurt. I'm not sure if that was planned or something, but it looked to me that it hurt like a lot. Nonetheless, we still are the Texas Rattlesnake, who Oh. Battle is everything. Let's get back to the ring, shall we? And let's flip him off. Because we can. Because we can. Screw you, Rock. Well, you know, fuck you, but there's a difference, I guess. Once he gets in this ring. Oh, mistakes made. Luthez. And we busted him open, perform a finisher on The Rock, and pin him in 10 seconds. If I'm just gonna do this to see if a cutscene or something pops up. But if not, if the referee counts to 2, I'm gonna break it up.
He's going for the 3 kick. Rock easily kicks out. This is a grueling struggle.
Okay, Rock actually kicked out on his own.
And Austin is in shock. Look at this. Here comes Mr. McMahon. Hey, Austin. Hey, you. Oh, look. Austin tells him he's number 1. A low blow by The Rock. McMahon distracted Austin. McMahon just hit the referee. Hey, look. But wait a minute. My God. There's Mankind. Oh, no, look out. Mankind just nailed Mr. McMahon. He can't hit him. Mankind is apparently going to be the referee.
Win by submission.
Somebody hit Mankind. Quick. Where's Mr. McMahon?
He's laid out
Oh,
somewhere
pin
in
or
front of him.
submission.
Let me remind everybody.
But,
No, Austin. No, the world famous.
yes, Vince McMahon came down, who stiffed Austin, it looked like, a lot there.
Austin spots the opening.
And, oh, God, what's the attitude moment? See, now we gotta wait for an attitude moment. This is why I hate these attitude moments. Like, they're just so, like, I mean, it's cool when they happen and, you know, they're not hard to do at all. Because they really aren't. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how easy they are.
I think our referee is
But
enjoying the
it's just how long they take to show up. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm basically having to delay my battle, my fight here. That way I can succeed at some attitude moment.
He's got the crab cinched in, leaning back.
And he's going for Boston Crab once again.
What the hell's going
Oh,
on?
by the way, Mankind's back. Saved Austin's ass, basically.
Try some officiating.
Sometimes these attitude moments happen.
Kick out.
No,
Tonight's
he's
referee
counting. I don't want...
playing no favorites, apparently.
Oh. Alright then.
DT. Now a quick kick.
Sometimes you have to do something special for the attitude moments to show up.
Rock's in trouble.
But I don't know what to do. Like, so...
Can you believe that impact?
Even though all I have to do right now, I could easily just win the match because I have to just win by pinfall or submission.
That had to inflict pain. What a clothesline.
I don't want to. I have to do the attitude moment. I have to complete it. I have to, Nerds and Geeks. I don't have a choice.
Oh, what an elbow. Back they go into the ring.
Don't have a choice.
Nice catch. Great reversal by Steve Austin. Great counter by The Rock.
Ugh, Mick Foley. Where did he go? Oh, please don't tell me he just glitched. Okay, I was about to say, because sometimes I've seen the glitch already over at X Madarushin's house, but... And Rock's just reversing everything all of a sudden. But yeah, it was a glitch where Mark Cameron got like stuck in the ropes.
What a series. Nobody's
He's really reversing everything. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh my God!
Man in sports entertainment.
Let's see if he reverses. Okay, I was about to say. I'm just waiting for the attitude moment. I hate these attitude moments. That's the name of this episode. I hate the attitude moments.
The punch connects.
I know you, if you've been watching this entire playthrough, you've heard me say it a lot. The attitude moments are my least favorite things right now. They are the backstage brawls from 2012. I mean, the fact that I have to stall my match. I mean, I know they're only optional things, but the fact that I have to stall my match if I want to unlock everything, just so I can unlock everything, basically. I mean, it's a good thought, but the fact that it just takes forever. I'm not using this yet.
Stone Cold just doesn't stop attacking.
What do I do? Do I walk over to you? I made him out of the ring again. And the Rock reversed. He keeps going in the corner, so it makes me think that maybe I have to do something. No, because he gets out. Do I have to do something with McMahon? He got out of the ring, so maybe it's something to do with out of the ring.
If this was a hockey match,
Do we attack McMahon? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
An incredible series of moves there. Nobody's budging an inch in this one.
I hate these attitude moments. Watch this not be the finale now, because it's going to take us forever just to get the attitude moment to pop up. If any of you nerds and geeks know whether or not I had to do something specific just for them to happen, or if they really just randomly happen, please let me know, because I would personally like to know this. Like, I'm not even in the ring. Whatever. Like, these are bullshit.
What's going to happen now?
And he hits the neck break.
Hey, wait a minute. What's he doing here?
Just give me the attitude moment. Come over here. Maybe we need to be near McFoley. Nope, apparently not. Gotta love the attitude moments, right, nerds and geeks? Gotta love him.
Looks like he's having trouble staying in the ring.
He keeps going outside of the ring. So, is it something outside the ring?
His strike hits nothing but air.
Let's see where he goes. Let's see where he goes. Let him get to where he needs to go, and then. No, wait. What is he doing? No, he's getting in the ring. Gosh darn it. Because he keeps leaving the ring, so it makes me think it has something to do with out of the ring. But you know, what can I do? I just have to wait. That's all I have to do is wait. This is bullshit. Fuck you, Rock. Fuck you again. And again. Oh, never mind. I backfired. Oh, my lord, please just do it already.
And the Rock nails the spine buster.
Oh, okay.
This could be it. This could
Oh, okay.
a kick out. Referee right on top of the action.
Probably shouldn't have used my resiliency.
Right down the middle.
A clothesline out of nowhere. Bulldog. He's in big trouble.
Please.
There's press. Look at Austin go.
Whoa, don't get up.
Whatever, we're going to hit him with one of these stunners now. Oh, okay. So I guess what I needed to do to get my attitude moment was the freaking count. Thank God.
And the rattlesnake is ready. This crowd is jacked. The starter. The starter. Austin wins. Austin wins. Austin wins.
Witnessing Stone Cold Steve Austin reclaim the WWE Championship may have brought the WWE owner misery.
Stone Cold just struck McMahon. The rattlesnake rules. The rattlesnake rules again.
But Mr. McMahon's despair would soon turn to delight as the acquisition Big Show was a signal that times had officially changed.
Wait a minute. My God, King. That's tall. Why, yes. This guy's got to be over 7 feet tall. He's colossal. He's huge.
The floodgates opened, and there was an exodus of young stars from WCW to WWE.
And now that the Y2J problem is here, this company will never, ever be the same again.
I know you're here, really, because you want some Latino heat.
WWE was flourishing, while WCW's ultimate demise was imminent.
Imagine that. Me, Vince McMahon. Here I am on WCW television. How can that happen? Well, there's only one way. You see, it was just a matter of time before I, Vince McMahon, bought my competition. I own WCW. What is the fate of WCW? Well, tonight, you'll all find out. Because the fate, the very fate of WCW is in my hands.
The enthralling Attitude Era elevated the WWE to unprecedented heights.
Can you believe this match?
This is your life.
And gave the WWE Universe the greatest moments of all time.
D-Generation X invades WCW tonight. No, Adrian, I did it.
You think you know me? You think you know me?
The Rock will forever be the people's champion.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Well, a nice little video there for the Attitude Era mode, you know, showing it off. And like I said, this is the finale, and we're gonna keep it going. We're going to the next event. We are going to the next event, which apparently is going to be Bret Hart versus Undertaker. Looks a little bit familiar, if you ask me. But as that video said, that it was all good, you know. Vince McMahon bought his company. A lot of people now look back at it and think it was a mistake, but at the time, a lot of people were like, wow, WWE won. And I think that's what Vince McMahon looks at now. He doesn't care that he bought WCW, or, you know, in a way kind of ruined the landscape of wrestling, because that's arguably what made the Attitude Era so big, was WCW's competition. But he won. He beat WCW. This match created the ripple effect of all the events you've just relived. When retracing all the moments in all the matches, SummerSlam 1997 was launching point for everything to come. Thanks to an rant, I don't know, chair shot, Shawn Michaels would be pitted against The Undertaker in the first ever Hell in a Cell match. He would then go to face the WWE Champion Bret Hart at Survivor Series. The Survivor Series match would end up generating one of the most sports' greatest rivalries. Mr. McMahon, greatest villains, not rivalry, excuse me, Mr. McMahon, which then would lead to the Attitude Era's greatest rivalry, Mr. McMahon versus Austin. All those events trace back to the moments in this match. Ooh, kind of messed up that, but nonetheless, we have 4 bonus objectives here. We have to get Undertaker's damage to moderate, succeed at the WWE Attitude moment, get Undertaker's damage to critical, and hit him with a chair while in the ring, and a hidden objective. So, like I said, this is the finale, even though that match went over a little bit more than I wanted to do, thanks to that stupid Attitude moment. But at last, we are traveling all the way back to what started the Attitude Era mode, at least from THQ's eyes. The match between The Undertaker and Bret Hart with
Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee. And when you look at the history of Bret Hart and Undertaker at SummerSlam, Undertaker has been in 6 of them and only lost once. And that was last year to Mankind, thanks to the Undertaker's former manager, Paul Bearer. Bret Hart has been in 8 SummerSlams and has lost only once. And that was to his brother-in-law, the British Bulldog.
They cut him off. Well, he was going to say thanks to his brother-in-law, British Bulldog, back in 1992. But, yes, once again, we have another special guest referee. See a reoccurring theme here? And this special referee this time around is Shawn Michaels. But everything we just relived, from the rise of DX all the way up to WrestleMania 15, as they stated,
he will never compete in the United States again. And if Shawn Michaels doesn't call this right down the middle, he will never be allowed to wrestle in the U.S. either.
And let's not forget that the WWE Championship is on the line as well. That's pretty damn important, too.
I'll go over that in a second, but like I was saying, thanks to this match, it started the rivalry between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, which led to the Hell in a Cell match, which then led to the debut of the Big Red Monster Kane, which led to the infamous Montreal Screwjob match at Survivor Series between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, which led to the formation of D-Generation X, then led to Stone Cold facing Shawn Michaels for the WWE title at WrestleMania 14, and then Steve Austin taking on McMahon, and then the Brothers of Destruction just to get the title vacated, and then Mankind and The Rock entered that tournament, which The Rock won. Rock and Mankind entered their feud all the way up to Stone Cold and McMahon's rivalry, ending to, not really ending, but forming together to have the title match at WrestleMania 15. So thanks to this match, basically, it started the Attitude Era mode, which, you know what, after thinking about it and actually retracing it all there, I agree. This match started the Attitude Era mode. Bret Hart, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels are the reason why WCW failed, basically. They started one of the greatest eras of the history of this, not really a sport, because I don't really consider WWE a sport. I do consider them athletes, and I do consider it physical, but the added fact that it's a planned event, to me, does not make it a sport. But nonetheless, it helped WWE out in the long run, basically. But like JR and King said, there are stipulations to this match that if Shawn Michaels were to show favoritisms on The Undertaker's behalf, or even Bret Hart's, from what I'm understanding is, did not call it down the middle, basically, as a referee, he would no longer be allowed to participate, or wrestle, I should say, in the United States of America at all, once again. And same thing for Bret Hart. If he did not win this match, he would not be allowed to participate or wrestle in the United States of America at all. Sorry for the quietness there. My mom came in and wanted to tell me something. But here we go. This is definitely going to be over 40 minutes. I'm going to try to rush through this match as much as I can. But I wanted this to be the finale. Didn't want to have to, just show one match like always, just to forever prolong this this game. So Shawn Michaels showing off the Winged Eagle title. A title that a lot of WWE fans wish would return. Not me, though. I mean, I'm not too happy with the
officiating this match between the champion Undertaker and the challenger Bret Hitman Hart.
And as much as we all know Shawn Michaels doesn't want to, if he shows any bias against Bret Hart, Michaels won't be able to wrestle in the United States ever again.
And if Bret Hart loses this match, he'll never be able to compete in the United States again.
What an impact from that kick.
Anyway, like I was saying before they started talking about the match, basically just going over what we talked about and they talked about also before this. But
Putting those educated feet to good use.
a lot of people want the Winged Eagle title back, and because they despise the current WWE title, and I'm not a fan of it. I mean, trust me, I want to see it go away, but I don't hate it. Like, they just think it's ugly. And I can't look back in history and think of a title that's ugly. Like, if I were in the company, I would be proud to wear that around my waist. I wouldn't be embarrassed about it or nothing. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like a kid's toy, but it's the times, like, I mean, yeah, I can agree that it's probably the time to change the look of the title, because a lot of people think it looks weird around the waist of any other wrestler besides John Cena. you know, I can agree that it kind of looks weird around some people's waist, but it looked like, I mean, for instance, when Jeff Hardy held it, it looked kind of weird around his waist. But when stars like Edge and Triple H and CM Punk held it, it doesn't look too weird. But I can agree that superstars like Randy Orton or Jeff Hardy or Alberto Del Rio holding the title, it did look a little strange. And even RVD, even though I don't remember his reign that much, but even though I do agree that we need a new look for the title, I don't think they should bring back the Winged Eagle. I think they should just bring back another title, like a new, brand new title. I mean, I love the fact that they brought the classic Intercontinental title back, even though I do kind of like the old Intercontinental title, which is kind of funny because, and it's funny because last year in WWE 12, the current looking Intercontinental title was called the classic WWE Intercontinental title, and now this year around, it's the current reigning Intercontinental title. And the Intercontinental title used in the last game, WWE 12, is now known as the, it's now known as the, what am I trying to say? It's now known as the classic Intercontinental title, basically. Something I just thought was funny. Doesn't he have another finisher? I don't know if he does. I know he has a pile driver. Let's see if... Yep, he does have a pile driver. So his signature is a pile driver. All right, we got him to moderate. That's all we needed to do there. But so Bret Hart has a signature that's a power bomb. I mean, a pile driver. Oh, hello. Oh, here we go.
He was granted that, but then unfortunately for Michaels, a provision
He's hit. Get Undertaker's damage to critical. Oh shit!
The Undertaker, if he did,
critical and hit him with the chair while in the ring. Oh, he has critical.
We're seeing the unlikely objective officiating for Shawn Michaels,
and we're also seeing a real knockdown drag out by Bret Hart and Undertaker.
Here's the Bret Hart into the cover.
Pin the Undertaker.
Michaels getting to his feet, and look, King, Michaels sees the chair. What chair? You know exactly what chair, King. And Michaels doesn't trust Bret Hart one bit here. Oh, good God! Undertaker gets nailed with that chair again.
Here's your winner and new WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
I don't believe this.
And congratulations. We have unlocked Kevin Nash, the off-the-script universe, or the off-the-script mode, and the Universe View packs #1 have been unlocked. But that is the end of the WrestleMania 15 part. We still have the off-the-script to do, so we're not quite done here. But I want to talk about that a little bit there, because something confused me. Shawn Michaels is not to show any, biases or nothing, and from what I understand, it wasn't just to Bret Hart, it was also to The Undertaker. He accidentally hit The Undertaker in the head, so wouldn't that mean he wouldn't be allowed to wrestle in America anymore? I could be wrong, I could be just ranting about something, maybe I'm overlooking it, but nonetheless, Nerds and Geeks, whether I am or not, this is the end of episode 30 of Let's Play WWE 13's Attitude Era Mode, and as always, I do hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave me a like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Usually I do it the other way around, but I try to change it up. Nonetheless, I have been OMG WTF, LOL FTW BRB, and I'll be seeing you next time in episode 31 once we start the off-the-script storyline. So until then, you nerds and geeks, have a great day.